There we go.
Okay. Welcome to Master Memories, the podcast where my friends talk about their lives. Today, on Sunday, April 23rd, 2023, I'm here with Evan William Ketz, a.k.a. Ketz Guy, a.k.a. Sam Darnold, a.k.a. K-E-T-Z, Ketz, a.k.a. You have any other nicknames I missed?
No, I think you pretty much covered them all.
Oh yeah. What is your first memory of meeting you?
When you guys were pledging, you guys had some like cornhole event or whatever, and then I went back with like Dag and Waylon to I went back with your PC, and we went to Scott, and then you had some like ice cream, like brownie cereal thing, and everybody was like ragging on you for it, and I remember Jim just kept like saying like, oh, like yelling at you, like you did something, and he just kept like making fun of you, and I was like, okay, who's this Landon guy? Seems like a funny guy. Why is everyone poking fun at this dude?
Forgot about that. Shout out that cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I went to Scott, I got yelled at for something, like one another. Like I don't know, I ate, especially like underclassmen years, I ate like a fucking kid. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That I will stand by. Brownies and ice cream is a great fucking idea, and I won't take shit for that.
I've never tried it, but I mean I can't knock it till I try it.
Exactly. I mean, like Cold Stone's got like the whole operation. It's just like mixing shit in, you know, like let a man cook.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember one of the last times I went to Scott before COVID. I like wanted some like cereal, but I didn't want to like, or we were like leaving, so I just like put some in my hand and we're just like, you know, like licking it out of my hand, like lapping it like a dog.
Oh, that's
like,
disgusting.
It was good. It was like, okay, like how else am I supposed to have cereal on the way out, you know?
That's true. You make a good point.
Oh, I'm saying, like, it's not like I poured milk in there.
I was gonna say the milk
like,
would be flying through your fingers.
Yeah, no, I've had some concoctions at Scott. I think that, alright, the peak one was definitely a pocket hot dog.
Oh, jeez.
I had like 3 hot dogs in my pockets.
Oh.
That it served me well though. I mean, that on top of the box, like I was a menace. Let me tell you.
Sounds like it.
You had the unlimited your freshman year, right?
I did both years, yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
It was pretty good. I was definitely a chow hound. I remember it would be like taco day, and I would be eating like 7 tacos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Then you get a churro, hang out, you know.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys did it. Like, I feel like by like second or third month, I was like, Scott needs to like change something up. Like,
dude, we would mix it up because we lived in Morrill freshman year, so we would get that like for breakfast, and then sometimes we get it for like lunch or whatever. Game days it was bad because you just would want breakfast.
Yeah.
And then all they would have is like wings. You'd be like, I don't want a fucking wing.
Yeah.
That'd be gross.
Yeah. How was Moral traditions?
It was. I liked it probably more than most.
Yeah. I think the pizza ATM is like one of my regrets of college. I never got to see that.
I never used it, but I knew people who did use it, so.
It's just what a contraption right there. I don't know. How do you make that? Yeah.
That's some Elon Musk type stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we got the future Elon Musk with the fucking pizza ATM.
That's true.
So what were we doing today before we started filming?
Played a little Fortnite, watched the Cavs. They're not looking too good right now. Took a shower, had some coffee, just some basic stuff. Did a little homework.
Yeah. Normal Sunday scaries?
No, dude, I haven't had Sunday scaries in a while.
Really?
It's just been this Sunday, like, whatever. It's like I've just, like, zoned out. I kind of checked out.
Fuck yeah.
Get on top of my stuff, yeah. I got one more class and then one more test. And then we're done.
You guys are at the finish line. That's
and then I'll be a drunk idiot, yeah.
Yeah. You get any dubs in for tonight?
No, not today. Yeah. Maybe later, who knows?
Yeah. Well, who was the gang this morning?
I put it with Bubba and Mike Fox. We got second. Bubba got rinsed. And then it was all up to me, and I was skin screwed, no protection, no nothing.
That's tough looks. I mean, that's the trio of the century right there.
It's the trio of the century, that's what everyone was saying.
I don't know. I need is there like betting on Fortnite? Can I like bet on people?
I think you can for like professional. I know you can, if you're a pro, I mean there's like purses for if you win, so, but it's only like a few $100.
No, I just want to like bet on like, you know, like 2 different squads and like, I don't know. I don't even know if you can like play like or set up like that where it's like 2 different squads playing in the same game. But I would love to bet on like who's taking the dub.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely be interesting. I don't know why they don't have that. Like if you enter like 2-3 stacks, into like the same lobby. I don't get why you can't like see how they do.
Probably because like I don't know, kids game don't want to associate that, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like betting's getting into everything now.
yeah,
Like the NBA, like dude, I feel like every like half minute it's like sponsored by FanDuel, sponsored by DraftKings. Like in between the free throws, they're showing like what parlays they got.
yeah. They do that for like the Cavs games on the local broadcast. They'll be like, or even the Guardians too. They'll be like, it'll be like, oh, the FanDuel like parlay of the game, and they'll just have like the most basic stuff.
Yeah. No, it's just like I don't know. I think there needs to be a little more separation personally, but all right, Cody thinks the exact opposite. What's your typical day or week look like right now?
Like waking up. Some days I go to like work at Covelli, which has been pretty good. Have decent like college money, so that's cool. Go to class, skip class, eat, sleep, play some Fortnite. I don't know, pretty basic.
Yeah, I mean it's the college senior, like just cruising at the end.
Yeah, can't complain at all.
Yeah, how's Cavelli Center treating you?
It's been good. It's been like pretty just basic cleaning, so and we get to go to some events, so that was cool.
Yeah, and you get the free swag.
That's true.
That
Yeah.
quarter zip you got is like fucking sick.
I know. I should have put it on today, but didn't think.
C'est la vie. I don't know, like how did you get the Cavelli Center job actually?
Weber actually worked there like last year, so he got me in.
Yeah.
Never worked with him though.
It goes to Weber's past, still haunting our house.
Yeah, he's haunting.
Yeah, no, the stories you guys have told me about Weber, I don't think there's like, I wish I could like have like burn some parts of my brain and just forget some things, but let me tell you, I don't know how you guys like, what was it like living next to them?
I love the kid, he's so funny.
Oh, I love him too, it's just, yeah.
I don't know, you just have to get used to it. Like, his life is just a bit, like, nothing's like that serious to him, which is good, like, you gotta have that, so.
Yeah, the kid's a good one, I love the kid.
Yeah.
Where do you lean politically and why?
I would say I'm definitely like more conservative, just because like I grew up Catholic. Like I think abortion's bad. I'm totally fine with like gay marriage and whatever. You gotta love who you want to love.
Yeah.
Don't really like abortion. I don't really like. Well, I would say I'm more like fiscally conservative. I would say I'm like pretty like moderate. I'm pretty. Don't really like guns that much. So like I said, like I don't know, me and Buford from Alabama, we wouldn't get along too much, but
yeah.
And I mean, like growing up like Catholic, and like still being Catholic, like it was kind of more just like conservative. Went to like private Catholic school, there's just a lot of conservative like beliefs, and I definitely probably align myself more with that than the Democrats, I guess. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just just how I feel.
Yeah, it's just more conservative leaning on most specific topics, and then like everyone got different opinions on everything. You're not just gonna follow one specific trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. How has that changed at all since you got to college? I know you said like growing up a lot, or growing up Catholic and going to a Catholic school.
I would say like I never was like polarized like one way or another, but I would say probably like in some things like I don't know. I don't think my stance on abortion has changed, but I think like I know that hasn't changed, but I think like other stuff I've been like more like understanding of it. I don't know, because like I don't really know, like up until like last year my like cousin came out, like I didn't know pretty much like anybody who was gay, and it wasn't like ever an issue for me. I just never experienced it, so I felt like I couldn't really make a good like I didn't really have like a take on it.
Yeah.
And I've always been like supportive, so like never anything like that. I guess I would say like I'm more open, because like I don't know, you grow up in like a certain area, you see the same people all the time, you go to like high school, you see the same certain people like all the time, and then you kind of go to college and it's like totally different. And it's cool.
Yeah, I gotta keep an open mind, not just try to pigeonhole yourself in like one like idea and just like not hear the outside opinions. What is your relationship like with your family?
It's really good. I talk to my parents probably once or twice a week. Talk to my sister pretty frequently too. Like text them, do whatever. I'm pretty good at like reaching out to my grandma because she's like my last grandparent. And so like her and I talk. I try to talk to her like once a week on the phone for however long, just catch up.
Yeah.
My cousins is pretty good. Aunts and uncles is good, and I would say just overall, really good family relationship. Especially now, recent, like going through like the personal stuff that like I have. Not that I want to even talk about it on this, but just like knowing that people are like there, you know, and that's been cool. And I know that more and more now than ever.
Yeah.
So that's been cool.
Glad to hear the Ketz family's keeping it tight.
Dude, we are keeping it tight. We're going to Ireland.
Really?
A week after graduation, yeah.
You excited for that?
Yeah, really excited.
That's sick. Yeah. You guys going to Guinness?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Haven't seen Guinness? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is your like entire family in Cleveland right now?
My sister lives in Kentucky, but my parents are, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any like inclination to like, I don't know, or I know you're moving to DC in a couple months, but eventually like boomerang back to the family or?
Yeah, definitely at some point. Just thinking about like how cheap and affordable Cleveland is.
Yeah.
Definitely somewhere where I want to go.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like Cleveland people always end up back in Cleveland some way or another.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's cheap and you get all the family there, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think is your most unique talent?
I would say that I'm like really good at like going out of my way to try to like relate with somebody and just being like goofy. God, I'm like comfortable with like who I am, and I'm not afraid to just like say stuff to like lighten the mood. I don't know, and I also really try to make an effort to get to know people. Like, I mean, I kind of have a hard time, I don't know, like being on my own. And so like, I'm really comfortable with just like, I don't know, like trying to integrate myself with like other people and just say whatever. Like, I don't really care. I mean, like, I don't ever say anything like outrageous, but I'm just like, I'm comfortable with being me, and I'm like comfortable with just being goofy and comfortable with just trying to like get to know people more. And I think that's like definitely something that like I'm definitely talented at, and I definitely like about myself. That's probably like the thing I like the most about myself.
Yeah, just like connecting with people and just, you know,
Yeah.
always keeping it light.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, life's hard as it is.
Yeah.
Just gotta
Don't
do
need
it.
more shit on people's plates, you know?
Seriously.
Yeah. No, I mean, you are a fucking goofball, I will say. You've said some shit to me that just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of that is like show.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, sometimes you just like, gotta just say whatever, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people forget things so easily. It's, I don't know, I always get yelled at for like saying shit in public, and it's like, who the fuck's gonna like remember some random guy saying like whatever in public, you know?
That's true.
Like, yeah. Just, I don't know, people I feel like have such a big filter. It's like so important, or I think it's important just, I don't know, like not, you know?
Yeah.
What were you doing when you first got the news of COVID?
I was actually sitting in my dorm, and I remember my roommate was like, oh, there's some like virus in like China. I was like, oh, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And it turned into that.
Do you remember where you were when you kind of got like the emails and stuff?
The emails, I was like at home, and like I was sitting in the family room with my family. It's like, yeah, like I just want to go back to school, like I don't care, like blah blah blah. And then they're like, no, this is like actually serious.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, we have to wear a mask wherever we go. I was like, I'm not wearing a mask wherever we go. And she's like, well, it's not just you who'd be wearing it, it'd be everybody. It's like, that. What do you mean, like, wear a mask? And then...
Yeah. And then it spiraled from, you know, like 2 more weeks of spring break to like, you know, long-ass quarantine. Like you said, just masks everywhere and... Yeah, the whole fun thing with COVID, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But speaking of, how was your quarantine?
It was good. Got in shape a lot. Like, I lost like 30 pounds.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But then I gained it back. So it didn't matter. Well, not all of it back, but like, probably most of it. I mean, just try to keep myself busy. We play like a lot of like drinking, like Xbox, like just our normal Xbox games, but just like drink during it. And that was pretty cool. It was like still getting to like hang out with people. I would see like friends sometimes like just outside, like drive to some place and like get food and just like chill, hang out outside, which is cool. My family and I, we went on vacation to like my mom's friend's like secluded cabin. It's like we were in the middle of nowhere, and that was pretty cool. Just to be out in nature, hanging out. Yep, it was a good time.
Yeah. Sounded like you found the ways to pass the time, you know? You said like stuck at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That long ass 5 months, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it coming back to Columbus after all that?
I mean, I eventually got COVID, like, but it was fine.
What's your relationship like with your religion?
I would say in college it's been like off and on.
Mm-hmm.
Really just something that I've like definitely like been more close to, like just like praying and like thinking about that kind of stuff and like, I don't know. I guess like keeping like God into it because sometimes I just like don't. I just think it's like all about me, but in like the grand scheme of things, like it's not up to me.
Yeah.
And there shouldn't be so much pressure on like things that I do for myself when in reality like there's a plan for everybody. At least it's how I feel, and as long as you try your best and are faithful and you like try to become better and like just a good person, I think that's all about like all what religion is about.
Yeah. The morals of it are more important than some of the intricacies of it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah. No, I feel like I've said this a ton, but I feel like our generation especially, like I don't know if it's an age thing or if it's just like a grad or college / post grad thing, but I feel like I don't know, like everyone's like drifting away from religion in one way or another. Like
I would honestly say I'm probably getting closer to it.
Really?
I don't know because like I really didn't like. I mean, I went to Catholic school. Like didn't really like do anything with it. Like when I started college, and then kind of just got closer to it once I got like older and like understood things more.
More the choice of religion than kind of having it forced.
Yeah. I don't know. It was always like a choice, I guess, but now it's probably been more of a choice than ever. So
Yeah.
that's been good.
What is your biggest regret?
I would say that like last year and whatever, like towards the end of the year when like all my friends were like graduating and whatever, it was really hard on me for some reason, and I kind of like didn't treat my body well. Like I drank a lot, blacked out, and I was just like really worried about like what was gonna happen, and like my anxiety was at its like all-time high, and like I didn't tell anybody about it, and I just would like drink my troubles away, and like it didn't get me anywhere. It made me feel like worse, and there would be like days and weeks where I would like black out like too much. It wasn't like a healthy way to like do things, and I kind of got away from like who I was, which I mean I feel like it's a common like thread, you know, like life's coming at you fast and you don't know what to do. I don't know, I just kind of like coped with it wrong, and like in that I was like seeing this girl that like we were like hooking up and I really liked, and like she like dumped me for like somebody else. Like I kind of like said stuff like about her like to like people when I was like blackout and like drunk, and like she heard about it, and like I just felt really bad because it was like not who I was at all. It was kind of just like a weird situation to be in, and it was like I was taking it out on myself, taking it out on other people, when in reality like I was just going through things, but I wasn't like man enough, or like I didn't present myself in like a way I needed to. I just kind of took things out on things that just weren't it. Yeah, so I'd just say like not being smart, like not treating my body right, not treating like my mentals right, like blaming things on me that were just like what everyone goes through. Just like understanding that like I wish I could tell myself a year ago that like everything works out fine, and like if you just be like honest with yourself, like it'll be good.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about all that, but
no, I mean it's fine. I mean everything happens. People go through that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Sounds like you learned a lot from it though, you know?
Yeah.
Between healthy coping mechanisms and, you know, kind of how to deal with just shit that, like you said, everyone eventually goes through.
Yeah. And it's like fine.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, everyone goes through it, and I'm not trying to like minimize the stuff for me, but I wish I would have known that like there was other ways to do things than what I chose to do. And like what I chose to do was like a fine way, but it wasn't something that really helped me. And I mean, you live and you learn, you know.
Yeah.
I'm only 23.
You got a lot of life out of you. You know?
Dude.
Yeah, gotta, or like you said, gotta learn some lessons the hard way, but as long as you actually learn from them, you know, instead of just repeating the same things.
Yeah, I mean, that's the definition of insanity, they say.
Doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, expecting a different result.
Yeah. No, I'm happy also that it sounds like you have a healthy relationship with alcohol. Then
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say my relationship was like unhealthy, but sometimes it was like I was just drinking just to drink, not for like the social like aspect of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, that all fixed itself out, so.
What are you most worried about?
Honestly, I was worried about graduating, but then just like, since it was like so imminent and I've like wanted it for so long,
Yeah.
that I'm also kind of worried about like what's gonna happen the next few months, like, am I gonna have enough money to go to DC, how's that job gonna go, all these kind of things, how am I gonna do with like not being in Ohio? But I think it'll all be fine, like it's all natural worry that everyone goes through when they go to a new place. I mean, you probably experienced that same thing.
Yeah. I mean, the future's fucking scary, especially like coming out of college. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean, you don't know what it's like until you get there, right?
yeah,
You know, I mean, hell, even Sam, like, you know, like, he's been going through it, but I feel like once he goes to Boston, like you said, like, it'll just be like a whole other thing of like working full time and like being away from like everything.
shoot,
Are you good?
I gotta turn these wheels out, it rolled backwards, scary.
Dude, these chairs suck. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
Yeah. No, but like, I don't know. I feel the other thing is like every job is just a leap of faith. Like, did you intern at this place or?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I know people that are there, and I'll have a roommate and all this kind of stuff. And so it'll be cool.
Mm.
I'm excited. And I just learned that one of my buddies from high school, one of my really close friends, him and his girlfriend are gonna be moving over there.
No way.
So I'll have somebody over there, and it's only a 6-hour drive from Cleveland, so
Mm-hmm.
it's only like a 6-hour drive from Columbus too. So
Fuck yeah. Capital's getting hyped.
you can do that in a day, yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing like a similar job from what you interned at, like as
Yeah.
full time?
Yeah, so I was doing like auditing and like insurance work, and I'm gonna be doing that. But I really like this tax class that I took, so if they ever give me an option to, and I'm not really like fucking with audit, I might
Yeah.
ask to switch.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Which could be good, which could be bad.
Yeah. I don't know. You could be the tax man.
You live and you learn, dude. I could be the tax man.
Yeah, just going around DC, just asking people for their fucking taxes.
Yeah, I could be the tax man.
Fuck yeah, the boogeyman to scare them all.
Maybe I'll get like a super nice car, and my license plate will just say the tax man.
What is the hardest thing that's happened to you this past year?
Just accepting that what's gonna happen, I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm always like trying to be in control, and I think like now recently, like in the past like I'd say 6 to 8 months, like I've tried just to focus on like living the day, you know, like winning the day, and I've always just been uncomfortable with that because you don't know what's gonna happen, and you just have to know that like what you're doing is like good, it'll work out how it's supposed to work out, and like if you put enough positives together, like every single day and whatever, it'll be a good day, and like you just have to keep building on that, because there are some things that you can't control, but there are some things that you can,
Mm-hmm.
and just knowing that, hey, like you're doing what you're doing, and it's gonna work out. You don't know how it's gonna work out, but all you know is like, it's like when we're playing poker, right? Like you got a hand here, and you're putting your chips in, and you think like this will be good,
Yeah.
and sometimes you lose, and sometimes you win,
Yeah.
and you're probably gonna have a lot of losses, but in the end, your wins are gonna beat your losses, hopefully.
Yeah.
Especially in life, if you're doing the right thing and you're a good person,
Yeah.
it'll all work out.
Yeah, kind of accepting that chaos of life that, you know,
Yeah.
everything just, what's the old saying, like, man plans, God laughs? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, yeah, though, it's,
Wait, man plans. Oh.
yeah. No, it's a crazy fucking world out here, so, you know, you gotta grip on to what you got, you know?
Yeah.
What's something that made you laugh really hard recently?
I was like in the shower a few days ago, and like Rusty's been like working really hard and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was playing like Lifestyle, and I was just like acting like I was like Bill Cosby, just going like, it would be bad lifestyle. And I was like screaming it, and like I came out of the shower, and Rusty, his door closed. I was like, let's go. He made the boy close his door. I was like, let's go.
Dude, that man always has an open door. I feel like.
Yeah, until he's got stuff to do and you're making a lot of noise.
Until you're Bill Cosby it up.
Dude, I'm so itchy.
Nah, dude, it's like a weird fucking day. I feel like it's like cold but also hot but also cold somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know, body's acting all up. I don't know about you.
yeah, getting a little itchy.
No, I mean, like, I got one right back here, but it's like, you know that like one spot where it's like you just can't reach? It's like the weird
Yeah,
angle.
and then you try to like bend and get it, your
Yeah.
arm can't bend like that.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know why I was invented with too long of a back. Like, give me like 2 more inches of legs and 2 less inches of back, you know?
That's true.
Like,
Maybe it just wants me in your back's big.
I'm just saying, like, I need thunder thighs, you know? Like, being 5'8" is tough, dude. What's your favorite tradition?
I don't know, I like the holidays, like chilling, whole family shows up,
Yeah.
hanging out,
Any
goofing around.
specific like family traditions come to mind?
I don't know, I really like it, like Thanksgiving dinner, my mom's side will like go together and we'll show up, and then on the Michigan game, like my dad's side will have like second Thanksgiving on like this Saturday. So that's cool, I haven't been to that in a while, but just cause like being in school, but hopefully that'll be something that I can do in the future.
Yeah. Kind of have those 2 Thanksgiving weekends.
Oh yeah, dude, and Thanksgiving's sick.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite holiday.
I agree. Good ass food, good ass people. Like, it's a vibe.
Uh-huh.
Who is your hero?
I would say somebody that I would like say consistently, probably my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Because my dad's dad died like when he was like our age, and he had to leave school and like help my grandma like stay afloat and like pay a bunch of like bills, and like he had 2 younger siblings, so like he had to make sure my uncle like got through high school and like eventually to college, and then had to make sure that like my aunt like finished her like nursing school, just like do a bunch of stuff, and he like took this like really big role, and I think that's really cool, because I mean everyone gets faced with adversity, but to lose a parent, that has to be really tough, and it has to bring a lot of anxiety and like sadness of like what's gonna come and whatever. But just the fact that like that dude was like ready to go, and he was like ready to just like throw his dreams away just to make sure everybody else was fine.
Mm-hmm.
To which my grandma said don't, but like he was ready to if it needed to be done, and I really respect it. And I don't really like tell him that much, but like sometimes like when we'll talk about it, I'll say it. And I don't know, my dad's kind of like a quieter guy. Like him and I are like kind of like we're similar, but like a lot different. I tell him that kind of stuff like frequently, because you got to tell people. You gotta give people their flowers when they can smell them. But yeah, like I really respect him, and he's definitely he's like one of the heroes, if not the biggest hero in my life, probably.
Fuck yeah, dude. Shout out Mr. Katz.
Shout him out, dude. Shout out Jeff, dude. You're the band. Jeff Katz.
Jeff, fucking legend. Yeah,
dude, you know what's crazy?
What?
Evan Scott's dad's name's Jeff.
Yeah.
My name's Evan, my dad's name's Jeff.
Dude, you and Evan just like so like if I had a nickel for every time I had an Evan from North Royalton, whose dad's name was Jeff, as a roommate, I'd have 2 nickels.
That's true, dude, and that'd be weird.
Yeah. That's so goofy that you guys know each other. But yeah,
Shout out Jeff Katz, dude.
Yeah, shout out Jeff Katz. How did you guys meet? Was it like Boy Scouts or what was it?
It was called like Adventure Guide, so like my sister and like dad and then Kylie and like Mr. Scott were like in the same group.
Yeah.
Because they were the same age, and then there was like the dudes version of it, and they were like, let's get a group together. It was cool.
Fuck yeah. No, shout out Evan Scott too.
Shout out Evan Scott, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out, if you're watching this and you're gonna watch it, shout out Evan Scott.
He's the GOAT. The first episode of the podcast, over a year ago.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He was the first one.
4/10/22.
Let's go.
What is the best thing that's happened to you this past month?
Either going to Ireland or like buying my cabinet and gown, knowing that like the end is near as could be.
Yeah.
Because I know as kids, like we would play like college when my cousins came over. It seemed like so distant.
Yeah.
And it's like, now it's here.
You got the actual cap and gown.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, what was playing college like? I'm curious.
I don't know, my sister and like other cousin, they both organized it, and they'd be like, all right, like let's go to like different bedrooms. Like, oh, you got class. Everyone had like a suitcase, like ready to go. And I was like, let's go, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what my college experience was. You know, just a suitcase everywhere. Yeah. No, that's, I agree though. It's a surreal feeling actually, like buying one, like a cap and gown, like after like, I don't know, I feel like it sneaks up on you, graduation. You know, it's just like, it's like, oh, it's like there, and like one day it's like, oh shit, it's like next week, you know? 2 weeks? I don't know. 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
Next, yeah, next Sunday, or 2 Sundays.
That's fucked.
Sheesh.
Yeah, like you guys graduating makes sense to me, but like the grade below you being seniors makes even less sense to me.
Yeah.
Like Ricky's gonna be a senior. That's like fucked up.
Yeah.
That's not okay. I'm not. That's fucking absurd.
It is how it is.
Yeah, that's time for you.
That is.
What do you think your past self would think of you now?
You know what? He'd probably be confused why I gained a bunch of weight. But I'd be like, dude, listen, like college is a bunch of fun. You do some drinking.
Yeah.
he would probably be impressed with the things that I accomplished. He wouldn't know why I was an accountant or gonna be one, because that's not something I thought about ever doing. Probably wouldn't have thought about business. I don't know. He'd be interested to see like, he'd be really fascinated to see that I'm moving to DC. I think he'd be interested in like the friends that I made, see how the family's doing.
Yeah.
Some stuff he'd be impressed with, some stuff he wouldn't be.
Yeah.
He'd be like, let's go. He'd be like, oh dude, we went to Ohio State, that's cool.
Yeah.
Saw some stuff, got a new dog. He'd be like, who's this dog that we have now? He'd be asking like how my parents are doing. Probably would be impressed with how they're doing. Probably would be excited to know that he was going to Ireland soon.
Sounds like I don't know, more positives than negatives. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Shout out Hungry Cats.
Shout him out.
Yeah, 17-year-old cats.
If you're watching this.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, call me, bro.
Yeah, teach me your ways, 17-year-old cats. I want to know how to do that shit too. What do you think your purpose in life is?
I would kind of want to be like remembered for. I guess I'll circle back to it, but I kind of would want to be remembered for like somebody that tried his best to like make people's lives like more enjoyable, and just like by being goofy and being me. I think just by like knowing, I guess my purpose would just be to like know that I was there for people and people were there for me, and just knowing that every day, like, I don't know, I tried, even if it didn't work out. I don't really think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Everyone's, I don't know, I feel like purpose is like, so life is whatever you give it. You know?
Yeah.
So, otherwise you're just kind of wandering aimlessly. Well, not wandering aimlessly, but you know, like, life is, like you said earlier, it's chaotic and crazy. So it's like, it's not going to give you a purpose. You got to find it yourself. Are you fulfilled?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Can't complain. Things are on track. Things happen. There's ebbs and flows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with how things are.
Where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years, both personally and professionally, but more on the personal side?
I find somebody who like I'd want to get married to. I think by like 28, hopefully I would want to like get married to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the next few years, like want to get married to somebody. Hopefully I would be happy. I mean, I don't see myself not being happy with like how life is going.
Yeah.
My parents will be alive, hopefully. I don't know, dude. Like, personally, just growing on like what I knew now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I faced anxiety like head on, and just building off that, and just being comfortable with life. Professionally, hopefully, I'm either still with the company that I'm working for now, or I'm on the different track that I was supposed to be doing. Just like betterment of myself.
Yeah, always going up, right?
Yeah, and if I'm like moving, like if it's like if it's like stagnant a little bit, just understand that like sometimes you're gonna plateau a little bit.
Yeah.
But you always come out on top, and if it goes down a little bit, you just gotta say, hey.
Yeah. As long as you're always striving to make progress, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, if things don't go your way, shit, like things don't go your way, things don't go anyone's way.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going, moving forward.
Yeah, dude. And sometimes you gotta, just like Kenny Rogers said, you know, you gotta know when to walk away. Like you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. You know,
Yeah.
Hold on to the stuff that matters. Be ready to walk away when you need to. And sometimes if you gotta fold, you know, hey, everyone's folds.
Yeah.
Hopefully 28-year-old me, hey, if you're watching this, shout out 28-year-old me.
Yeah.
Just know that like things are gonna work out how they're gonna work out, and I don't know. Just gotta have that like c'est la vie, you tried attitude.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, you know. And if something doesn't go your way, hopefully I'll know by then to not make anything of it, or only give it the power that it deserves.
What do you want to have done by the next time we film a podcast episode? I don't know when that'll be, but I'm saying 3+ years from now.
I definitely want to be a CPA by then. I definitely want to be supporting my parents. And I think my goal for the next 3 years would be to have enough money saved up that I could either like get married to somebody if I found somebody, be able to take my parents on a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
If my parents somehow like sped up their retirement, like be able to like give them money, or I guess have money saved up that I could either get married if I wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
take my parents on a vacation once they retire, or both. I think just by like paying it forward, because believe me, like my parents spent boatloss amounts of money. My dad just told me like a few months ago that like college is like all paid for. That like my parents saved enough money that like it's no money coming out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I was amazed. I just want to make sure that like they're taken care of, and like I'll do whatever I can to make sure they're taken care of. And I think by 26, or yeah, I'll be almost 27, geez. I think by then I will want to like, without putting too much pressure on myself, at least having the stepping stones to give my parents what they deserve.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's great. I mean, once again, shout out your parents.
Shout them out, Jeff and Maureen, shout out.
Yeah. I think you'll be able to do that. I don't know. Future Kets guy is gonna be.
He'll be good. He'll be good.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have kids. Hopefully not.
We'll see.
Hey, 26-year-old me. When we're doing this again and you're watching this, you better not have kids by 26.
No promises.
No promises, dude.
Yeah.
Use a condom.
So that's the end of the conversational part of the podcast. Wrapping up, I got some quick hitters for you. So
Quick hitters.
First thing comes to mind. If you need time to think, go for it. Just try not to overthink it. So this is a moment in the mind of Evan William Ketz. What's a song that's stuck in your head recently?
Oh, Private Eyes by Hall & Oates. I don't know why, but I heard it like one time, and like I just can't like unhear it. Like I'm hearing it in my head right now. I just like thought about it. I'm just hearing about it. It's not really like, I'm not really a big Hall & Oates guy, but sometimes like there's like a random obscure group that just like shows up in my head.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now. I might start humming it.
It's a banger. What's one of your favorite quotes or lyrics?
Favorite lyric, and Pushin' P here. I gotta pull it up
Go for it.
on my phone. Oh, he goes, 3 P's pop, pouring Porsches, and then he like ad-libs, and then he goes, I just fucked a cup of water, and then he goes, I did. What does that mean? What does that mean?
How do you fuck a cup of water?
I don't know, but he did it.
Dude, Young Thug's a fucking good. That man,
Yeah.
for Young Thug. Is he still in jail?
I don't know. I think he might be getting out. I know Gun is out.
Yeah. All right. Well, just
Free him.
Free Young Thug.
Hey, in 3 years, Gun, you better be out, dog.
All right. I'm sending him through his ASAP. Yeah. What is the best show or movie you've seen in the past month?
I've been back on my like Seinfeld binge,
Mm.
so I've just been binging it. I don't know. It's like funny. It's just about nothing.
Yeah. What's the deal with airplane food?
Yeah.
It's great. What's the best thing you binged recently?
Best thing I binged, probably just that. Just Seinfeld. DiGiorno Pizza. I've been binging that.
Shout out DiGiorno.
Shout them out, DiGiorno. It's not delivery.
It's DiGiorno.
Yeah.
What's the best book you read recently?
I read a book about like intrusive thoughts. That was pretty cool, just to learn how like the mind works.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You know what the title is, by chance?
No.
We can throw an editor's note right over here.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah. What is your current and most recent job?
I mean, I work for the Covelli Center as like a maintenance guy.
Mm-hmm. Do you want kids, and if so, how many?
Oh yeah, dude. I can go on a tangent about this.
Go for it.
I want 5.
5.
5, and how it's gonna work is we're gonna start it off with 4 girls, then a son, because I think like for some reason like I really want to be like a girl dad. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool. You wouldn't have to worry about a bunch of stuff, but I'd be like, hey, look, like, listen, this is how it's gonna roll. We're gonna be rolling a tight ship in the Ketz household. Hey, in 3 years when we come back again, you'll know about the tight ship. We'll be ready to go. So I gotta convince my wife, hey, we're having 4 kids. We're gonna have 4 girls, then a boy, because your mental fortitude and health would be so like back and forth as like the sun,
Mm-hmm.
that like you could do anything. If you can live with like 4 older sisters, I mean you have older sisters.
Yeah.
You know how it is sometimes, you know, they like to bitch about stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like, all right, like stop. And if you could do with 4 of them, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, watch, I probably won't have like any daughters. I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just want to have daughters, 5 kids.
Oh yeah, dude. Girl dad.
Girl dad.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite conspiracy theory?
That Ray Lewis killed somebody.
What the fuck?
So like what happened is he was in a limousine with a few Browns fans, and it ended up that one of them died, and because he like stabbed them, but like they swept it under the rug.
Right.
Look it up, it's crazy.
I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah.
I also like I mean this is not really a conspiracy, but I'm also big on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Who's that?
That ship, that like the really big freighter that like sunk in the Great Lakes. There's a song about it.
No.
You never heard it?
No.
After this, we'll listen to the Edmund Fitzgerald back at the house.
Bet. What's your favorite spot to eat nearby, whether it be sit down or fast food?
Oh, I really like the Eagle in Short North. Like for some reason we go to that pretty frequently.
Yeah.
When my parents come down, and it's good.
Bangs. The chicken there is absurd.
Yeah, dude. And I got private eyes in my head. Shout out Hall & Oates. I looked you up a few days ago. You guys are like 75. If you're watching this, I shout you out.
Fuck yeah! Shout out Hall & Oates.
Why do I keep doing these shout outs?
Why not? I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Hall & Oates might be watching this. You never know. Yeah.
If they get this far, they're troopers.
Shoot. What's something that's underrated?
Here, how about I'll give you underrated, rated, and then overrated.
Sure.
Underrated, balsamic vinaigrette. If you get that on your salad, it's very good. It's oil, I get it, but like the seasoning that you put with it, it's probably better for you than ranch. I'm not a big on the ranch hype.
Okay.
And yeah, something that's rated. Oh, black raspberry chocolate chip from Grater's. That's perfectly rated. Everyone knows it's the best.
Yeah.
You can't mess with the goat. I mean, it's like, you could have the MJ LeBron debate, but this debate, it's the best.
Yeah.
You just can't complain.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely properly rated ice cream.
And then, yeah, properly rated as a 10 out of 10. 100 out of 100.
Yeah.
If there's no fans of them.
I don't think you can underrate it, but at the same time, it's like the gap between that and the next ice cream there is just so big.
It's big.
Yeah.
Overrated. I just saw this on Instagram where they were doing like the Players Tribune about like they were voting like anonymous players, and I saw this and it made me laugh. Trae Young, he's overrated. I don't think he's good.
Yeah.
And Bam Adebayo, he's not good either. He's overrated.
Don't Cody. No, Trey.
He's overrated. I'll lose you money.
Nah, he's alright. I mean, like, I do agree, though. I feel like he like, him getting, like, 3 All-Star appearances already, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
you want, and the person who's doing his hair, too, they're overrated, too, because he looks like a sucker with, like, hair on it. Like,
who's got worse hair, Trey or Tibbs?
Tom Thibodeau. Who's got better hair? Tom Thibodeau, because he knows he doesn't have hair, but he still gels it and slicks it over. Trae Young just looks horrible.
I always said Tibbs looks like he took like a Sharpie and just like started like drawing hair, like squiggles of hair every 4 inches. Like that man, that man needs to get bald.
Have you ever seen the episode of The Office where they're like, are you pretty like versed in office stuff?
Yeah.
When they're trying to like hire like new people.
Yeah.
And so like Creed goes to the printer and uses like printer ink to dye his hair black.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, no, it's goofy as fuck. What's your biggest hot take?
Bengals will never win the Super Bowl.
That is a pretty hot take right now.
It's hot, dude. It's hot.
Like never ever.
Never.
Never ever ever.
Never. They'll be like
Damn.
We'll watch this in 3 years and we'll see if they won.
I mean, look.
I don't think they'll ever win.
Look, I'm not a Browns or Bengals fan, but like I mean that's strong talk coming from Browns.
I know. I'm not saying the Browns are gonna win either, but I know I can guarantee you. This is an Evan Ketz guarantee that they will not win a Super Bowl, and by 3 years, whenever we film again, 3+ years, we'll look back at this. I'll review the tape, I'll rewatch it, and we'll talk about this. We'll talk about how I was right.
You better hope you're guaranteed.
Here, we'll shake on it. We'll talk about it.
All right.
We'll talk about this. You saw the shake.
It's on film. Yeah. What is your biggest pet peeve?
I can think of 3.
Go for it.
People who chew with their mouth open. I mean, you got to grow up. At this point, we're 23. Come on, grow up. Only people who should be chewing with their mouth open are babies. And they don't even have teeth most of the time. But they still chew with their mouth closed. You ever see a baby eat applesauce? It's just closed mouth.
They know what to do.
Goes, yeah, they know. And then people develop that chewing with their mouth open. Don't really like squeaky shoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, you after the rain or just in general?
Just in general, when you hear like squeak, 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 I'm just like, come on.
Yeah.
It makes me really mad.
Yeah.
Pet peeves. People who like to watch movies. I don't like movies, so.
You like movies?
Not a big fan. And then I get annoyed with like stupid people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like people who don't like. I mean, some people can't help it, but some people. Like some people are just stupid.
Yeah.
But some people who just are like, you know what I mean? Like if someone's being stupid and just like being an idiot just to be an idiot and like being a clown just to be a clown to get like attention.
Yeah.
It's like at some point grow up. Like you gotta grow up. That's a moral of the story. You gotta grow up.
You gotta grow up. What is your biggest insecurity?
Right now, it's my weight because I was at the pool and like I'm like sitting down like this and Bubba called me.
Oh,
Yeah, shut up, Bubba. I hate you.
that's a tough look, Bubba. That's a tough look. What's your favorite quality about yourself?
Well, I like being tall. That's cool.
Mm.
I like the fact that like I'm really good at like getting to know people. You know, like I'm not afraid to like. I mean, I'm afraid to like talk to like chicks because I mean, who isn't? I mean, come on, let's be honest.
I pissed my pants
Yeah.
out the other day.
But I think I'm really good at just like getting to know people for who they are and like asking about them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a trait that I would say that I like grew up with, but then I've just gotten like better and better at it. And I probably would give a shout out to my mom for that one. Shout out Maureen.
Fuck yeah. Do you have a favorite outfit?
Love wearing shorts with like a long sleeve shirt.
Any specific short and shirt combo come to mind, or?
Like any like a lightweight shirt like this that's got like design on the back is cool.
Yeah.
I have this like cool like fish shirt that's pink. I don't really like that it's pink, but it's a cool shirt. Like black shorts. I got these like Fabletics shorts that like fit just right. And Fabletics sponsor this. And then some like high white socks a little bit. Like I mean kind of like rolled down.
Yeah.
Shoes, just like some nice white shoes or something. Just like feeling comfortable, you know. I also really like wearing like Hawaiian shirts with like jeans or something.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Hawaiian shirts, the goat of all shirts. Let me
You
tell
feel good. I'm wearing one on Thursday for my last exam.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking.
It's gonna be beach mode, dude.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation. I'm gonna shake the professor's hand.
No way.
How we doing? I'm gonna say thanks, dog. You're the last one.
That's a strong impression right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I only took one in-person final my my last semester, and that bitch sucked. I was not. I wish I could have gone beach mode on that.
You should have went beach mode. You would have felt confident. You'd have felt swaggy. Come on, you would have felt like Swaggy P.
I had a friend who went to his driver's exam wearing a suit because he like knew that like no one's gonna fail someone who like goes to driver's like exam.
Did he fail?
He apparently like hit a cone, but the examiner was like, "That's okay."
Come on.
Yeah, I mean it's a fucking like maneuverability test is stupid.
Dude, I was nice at that. I was worse at the driving part.
It's not nice at that, dude.
My parents like my mom made like a set for me to like practice like
No
just
way.
like, yeah, oh yeah, we practice that all the time.
Dude, I still can't parallel park. I don't know. Like I take like 10 minutes to parallel park.
You just gotta be confident.
I mean, I'm confident that I'm gonna hit a car.
That's the wrong type of confidence.
Yeah, I guess so. What's your biggest hobby?
Playing Xbox, I don't know.
I got you.
Hanging out,
Yeah.
drinking beer, I don't know.
Have a
Eating
time.
chips, I don't know.
Have a time.
Have a time.
You're stuck on a deserted island. You can only bring one thing. Any electronics you bring doesn't have cell service, and you can't bring like a boat. What are you bringing?
I don't know, a bag of chips. So I'll at least have something to hold me over before I start going.
There you go. Who are your best friends?
I'd say Dag, Bubba. I got a few high school buddies that I'm really close with. And yeah, I don't know who's like the best one. I'd probably say Dag's probably the best one.
Mhm.
But I mean, I don't know, people come in and out of your life.
What are you curious about?
I don't know why I don't have a girlfriend. Can I get curious about that?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, you gotta talk to
Curious.
girls.
I'm curious, dude.
Yeah, I got you. What's something that you have to do every day?
I gotta text people, just about anything. If I think of something, like, think about like a story about somebody, like I have to reach out. If I just wanna talk and just say some shit, I have to just reach out. I don't know, I like the feeling of like comfortability, and I think that's like also why like my biggest like insecurity, okay, I said it was like weight, but like in all seriousness, it would probably just be like being alone.
What is your proudest accomplishment?
It's gonna be graduating college, going to college. I know that's pretty cool. I mean, I knew that was always something I was gonna do, but like
Yeah.
going to college is cool.
The Ohio State University.
Yeah, shout out the Bugs, shout them out. I hit on like a big parlay. That was really cool.
Yeah. No, you tell me about that. That's absurd.
I know. There's one in the works right now.
Fuck yeah. Dude, you gotta teach me your ways. I'm running cold right now.
Dude, I've been running cold too, but this one's feeling good.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly like I'm staying out of playoff basketball.
I hate it. I'm done with basketball.
I don't know. I'm just doing I'm doing like futures and stuff like that for the series and stuff. I'm not doing any like game stuff because it's just like I can't anymore.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. It pisses you off and it like ruins it, especially if you have skin in the game.
Yeah. What's one thing you want to own?
I think it'd be cool to have my own car. Also a dog.
Okay. Any car and dog breed come to mind?
No. Well, I think it'd be cool to have a boxer.
Dog or car?
Okay. Car. Or
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, I got you. What do you think the price of gas will be by the next time we film?
$4.57.
Or very, very specific answer right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you want to visit next?
I think it'd be cool to go to like California, New York, Texas. Greece would be really cool to go to.
What's one piece of advice you have for yourself, for the world, for me, whoever?
I guess like you never know like how like an interaction like good or bad will be like for somebody. So like if you can like just go about your day and you like think about somebody or something and it applies to somebody or something, like don't be afraid to like reach out and say something.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was listening to like Part of My Take and like one of the podcasters like his dad passed away and I like texted my dad. I was like, yo dude, like the sports podcast like I watched it today, like the dad passed, one of the hosts' dad passed away and I thought about you. I just want to say like I love you. And like texted him in the morning that, and I texted my mom that, and even though it didn't have to do with like my mom, I just thought about like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You only got like so much like guaranteed time and you gotta make the most out of it.
Yeah.
And that has like a lot of impact like on people's days. And just like saying that you love them or thinking about them or whatever. Like it could be like the highlight of their day and you could like make their day.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the point of life. You gotta do what you can to make people's lives better.
Yeah. Maximize the time you got in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last but not least, top 5.
Steak, Fortnite, The Guardians, napping, hamburgers.
What a top 5 right there.
Top 5.
And Evan Ketz special.
Yep.
Yeah. Ketz guy, it's been a pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. How do you want to end this thing?
Thanks for having me, and I think it's really cool that you do this. I mean, it's just like a moment in time. I don't know anybody who else does this, and it's like you get to learn about like a bunch of people and talk about things that you don't normally talk about. And I don't know, I'd just like to say like, thanks for being like unapologetically you know?
Thank you.
Like everyone has like a place in like the world, and I know you know that, and like everyone knows that, and it's like, it's just cool. Like thanks for just being you.
Thanks, dude.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's the pod. Simple and clean, right?
Dude, how did